comfort crisis? Don't roast. Call Seacoast.
The views expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of WPSL. However, we'll give you a clue. We encourage you to like and share them on social media so you know it's going to be all right. Just right. We're the Goldilocks Zone because it's time for Careology, the science and art of caring. Brought to you by CareBag and hosted by Roxy.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? This is Roxy. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can hear?
Oh, we can't hear you. Okay.
That's better?
Yeah, you probably only have one side, right?
Well, yeah, I got it. I can hear myself
we're
now.
good.
Good evening, everyone. I can't believe Tuesday has just gone by so quick, and we are back in the studio again. And it has been a great week. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, and for those of you who always listen to us, welcome to Careology, where this is the science of caring. My name is Roxy, and Careology is a subsidiary of CareBag Incorporated. CareBag Incorporated is a nonprofit here on the Treasure Coast, and our mission is very simple. We provide access to proper hygiene for our homeless and our families in need. And I keep reminding everyone, if you could remember the long lines of a lot of places that were just giving out food and people in need of food, these benefits that some of these families get do not cover the basics and proper hygiene: soap, deodorant, toilet paper, Depends, Pampers. So we are happy and we're privileged that our organization is able to go ahead and serve those that are in need. There's so many, our veterans, our elderly, our moms that are still not working, or the kids there's no school, so everyone's home now. And just imagine the refrigerator opening every day, the Pampers, just what the same thing you would go through. And we're so happy that we're able to go ahead and serve our community. And a lot of you have been asking me about baby Hunter, how he's doing. Our 3-pound baby that was born addicted, and the grandmother has custody. He is now 6 pounds and 3 ounces. So he is growing and is healthy. His tests are coming back negative, so that means he's growing well. And thank all of you in the community that have really pulled together to help this mother. We're very, very happy. And the baby's doing good. And if everyone remember, I'm going to talk about it. You know that we have our 2021 Lexus UX 200 that we're going to be drawing that for December 17th at Treasure Coast Lexus here in Fort Pierce. I will invite everyone, go down, take a look, ask to see the car. It's a beautiful car. And if you're looking to win, then maybe your number can be called. Just go to www.carebag. Give CareBag. I keep saying that wrong. GiveCareBag.com, and you can see all the information for our drawing that we're having December 17th. And we also have another drawing, which is September 17th, for our JVC 55-inch smart TV. The only way we can pull your ticket is if you have a ticket. So go ahead and look on our website, see what CareBag is about, and please support us because we cover the entire Treasure Coast and we're now into Palm Beach. And we have a serious homeless population and we have families that are in need, and we're just happy that we can afford to give them what they need. Imagine waking up. I'm going to ask my guest. I'm going to tell you who my guest is. Imagine waking up and you can't take a shower.
No, it's I couldn't imagine.
I can't imagine that. I don't even think about taking a shower. I just get up, I run the water, brush my teeth, and when I know it's just hot enough, boom, I just run in. It might be a 5-minute, it could be a 20-minute, but I know my water's there, and I just can't see the day without going about taking a shower. And that voice you hear, I'm going to explain to my guest who that is. He's a cool dude. I really love him, and I'm going to let you know who that is. But I am very excited about one thing, Cliff, and Jeff Bezos. He took a joyride. I take a joyride when I just go on 95. That's my joyride. I was down. I had to go all the way down to almost Miami this Monday, and that was a joyride. There was no rain. The traffic was horrible, but that's my joyride because gas is too expensive. So that's gonna, if it's business and I'm driving, I make that a joyride. But imagine taking a joyride into space.
Wow, I know that's such an
So
out of this world experience.
okay,
And
so
I
I'm
feel
just,
that's why it's equally as dangerous. Also,
I know.
95 in space.
Oh,
pretty
95 in space. I think space would be a little bit. Right now, it's not crowded. Okay, so before the show, we were in the studio talking about what do you think a space ride would be. So we found out if you want to go on Virgin or just take that little 10-minute, just $250,000. Cliff, just $250,000.
That's all?
That's it.
A mere
Now,
$250,000.
that's it. If you want to go on the space, if you want to be a crew member on the SpaceX Dragon, it's just a cool $55 million. That's it.
That's all.
That's it.
Drop in the bucket.
Drop in the
Yeah.
bucket. I'm
Well,
telling
yeah,
you.
for the billionaires out there.
Well, you know what? They said it's going to be for the rich. So when we can afford to go, that's when it's going to be as crowded as 95.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
like
a trip I would want to
the
take. though.
Jetsons.
The Jetsons.
Yeah, when the highways of space open up.
And they're blowing each other in space. I remember watching that and talk about one day that's going to, I used to say, I wonder if that's going to happen. Now we're seeing it, you know? So, but this, if anyone's interested, it's just a simple $250,000. I'm shaking my head if you can see me. So that's not a trip I'm going to take anytime soon.
Bezos wanted to be first, and he couldn't be first.
Well, somebody beat him
that
to
other guy
that.
beat him, so he decided, I'm going to do it a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And now last week it was a space plane with a jet that dropped off the plane and went on up into space. But this was a rocket.
Yeah.
And you could put a few more people in this one here. And
He had an 18-year-old and I think a 60 or 70-something-year-old woman.
An oldest and youngest in space.
Yes, the oldest and youngest in space. So
two
he did
records.
something different. But kudos to them for a nice little joyride. So, you know, those who can, they do it.
And they could have all made it to work that same day, too.
Yeah.
They went to outer space
10
and
minutes.
came back in 10 minutes.
10 minutes, that's it.
It's like a Disney World ride.
Actually, they got a lot farther than I did trying to get down to Miami. So there you go.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
But I just want to let everyone know, starting on July 27th, we know we don't do politics on this show, but we have a special election coming up, and it is for St. Lucie Mayor and for District 3, and we're going to be given our I have reached out to all the candidates, and only 2 haven't responded to me yet, but I'm sure they will once they listen to this very important show. Right, Jonathan?
Absolutely.
Everyone's listening to it. So once they listen, we're going to be giving them 15 minutes. We are choosing the topics of conversation because Careology is about supporting and caring for our community. And we want to know, you're going to be actually working for us. So we want to know, what are you going to do for our community? These are some of the questions that we have. If you have a question that you would like us to ask, only thing you have to do is go to givecarebag.com, and our phone number is there. Call, leave a message. You can actually text that number. And if you have any questions, I know a lot of you are listening and are eager to ask, to give them some questions. And we're going to have some of the candidates here starting from July 27th for just 15 minutes for us to talk to them and see what they want to do for our community, because there's a lot going on. Right now, everybody knows my pet peeve in St. Lucie County is Waste Pro with the garbage. I don't know if you have that problem.
Not yet.
Not yet?
I'm curious now, though.
Okay. So the garbage will sit out Tuesday, the garbage will sit out Friday, and then they come pick it up Sunday early in the morning.
That's odd.
That's more than odd because there's no one, they don't have any drivers, they don't have any workers.
Oh, goodness.
They have the problem that everyone else is having, but I think that's a special problem. You should have people because you can't have your garbage sitting out there. We have cats, we have dogs, we have raccoons, and especially if you have a godforsaken 25-foot mango tree with mangoes that you're trying to get rid of when they drop.
You say you have mangoes?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'll be over about 4 o'clock tomorrow.
No, I'll bring it to you. This is my friend. I'll bring it to you. So everyone wondering, who is that voice we're hearing over here? So I'm going to tell you, this is Johnathan. We have in our studio Johnathan from Dyer Chevrolet with the Dyer difference.
I'll bet you somebody recognized him on Facebook.
Possibly.
Probably
Watching
so.
the live video
Yeah,
on Facebook
they
right
probably
now.
did. But
I know who that is.
Uh-oh.
But I'm just going to tell you, I love Dyer. Now, so if I know someone is thinking, oh my goodness, you have Lexus as your sponsor. I just want to tell you something. Our community is awesome. our businesses, our local businesses work together. When Lexus found out that Dyer Difference was going to be here, they were so excited because we work together. This is what makes our community great.
Yeah.
And they were so happy to have you on. Dyer Difference has been around from 2008. And if I'm correct, just stop me, Jonathan. Every month you have a staff meeting.
We do.
And you talk about different. I'll let you tell me how it goes.
And the way it works is we try to get applicants throughout the month, and anyone who's a 501c3 charity can apply for it. And once a month, all the management team sit in an office, and we do a blind, not a blind, it's a voting. Everyone presents each applicant on there, and we do a silent voting. It all gets handed in, and whoever wins $3,000 for that month.
Well, CareBag has won. I'm just going to let you know. CareBag has won the Dyer Difference.
Well deserved.
What was it?
And well deserved.
Thank you. Can I tell them what it was?
Sure.
It was a Chevy truck.
Ooh.
And I found out this week that it can hold 7,500 pounds.
That's great.
Oh, yeah.
That's a truck built tough.
Ooh.
That's a lot of mangoes.
That's a lot of mango. I don't got that much mango. I don't have that much mangoes.
I can go through that many.
You can go. We are not talking about mangoes now, guys. We are talking about the Dyer Difference. All of you just lit up when I said mangoes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got us all hungry.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just happy because the truck that has been donated to us from the Dyer Difference has been a godsend. It pulls our trailers, it picks up our loads, it delivers. I mean, it does so much. It's just amazing, and we just thank them.
Do you pull the portable showers around with it once in a while?
No, that's what moves the portable showers.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
All
what
right.
moves the portable showers. Yeah, nothing else. That's what moves it.
Cool.
So we are happy, and everyone could see me. I was in it today, up and down the road, because we had a couple little things to do. So I was happy about that. But I just know I go on the website and I look, and I just see how many you've been doing. 2008. That's a lot.
That's right. I think since 2008, we've given away. I think we're going to hit $1 million this year.
Wow.
In funds we've given away to some of these charities, and the hard part is sometimes is choosing some of these charities, because there may be 2 or 3 a month that come out that are so worthy of it and so needy in our communities. It's really hard to choose that one for the month. But the good news is once you apply for it, it stays on our books for about 6 months, I believe. So you apply once and it stays on there. It keeps popping back up every month, and it's and sometimes we've only had 2 or 3 applicants in a month. So if there's anyone out there that knows of another worthy 501c3 charity to apply, all you have to do is go to www.dyerdifference.org. And it will tell you all about the Dyer Difference, and we do it in not just this county. It's in Lucie County, Indian River County, and Polk County. And
I had it up, so I'm going to give them the information. For anyone that is listening, go to dyerdifference.org. You have to be a 501c3. Your paperwork and everything must be in order. After you fill out the application, you put in your EIN number. You go ahead and you put a valid and active 501c certificate. You upload that and you give them the information, and they do it for Indian River County, St. Lucie County, and Polk County.
Yep,
correct?
Exactly, yeah.
That's
and I'm super glad you brought it up about Lexus, too, because they're a great company, and the dealership community together is I think, is
awesome.
An integral part of every community.
Oh, yes.
I think that's where dealerships first came from. They were a hub in every community, and people would go and hang out there, kind of like a local meeting place. That's how dealerships kind of started off in the beginning. And we do try and work together for the community. You go to any community event, you're guaranteed to find at least one dealership, a local dealership there. Oh,
yes, definitely. Well, Jonathan, hold that thought, because we are going to come back and talk about how important the dealerships are. My name is Roxy, and I have Johnathan with us, and he is from Dyer Chevrolet in Fort Pierce. He is the general manager. Awesome guy. And we'll be right back after these few messages from our sponsors. Thank you, Cliff. See you in a few minutes. If you could reimagine the way you buy a car, what would you do? Make it simple, make negotiations disappear, demand transparency, then experience amazing at your Treasure Coast Lexus dealer. Car Buying Simplified. Treasure Coast Lexus is a proud sponsor of Careology. Every Tuesday at 6:05 p.m., caring and supporting for our community. Car Buying Simplified. Check out your Treasure Coast Lexus dealer. Thinking of building your next home or renovating? Come see us at Grozer Builders. We will create a home suited for your lifestyle. With years of experience means we give you a complete professional service from a dream to a concept. You will get the best results, best value, best quality is what you get from Grozer Builders. Visit us at grozerbuilders.com. You deserve better. You deserve Grozer.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast.
And now, back to Careology with Roxy.
Thank you, Cliff. Welcome back to Careology. If you're just tuning in with us, my name is Roxy, and I am your host here on Careology on WPSL, and we are caring and supporting our community. And we have with us our guest, Johnathan from Dyer Chevrolet in Fort Pierce. And when I say they are caring and supporting the community, I've had the privilege of meeting two of the Dyers, and wonderful, wonderful family. The staff there is great. The cars there are great. You know, from a little girl, every time I go, there's a Corvette. I'm always looking at Johnathan. There goes my baby. I've always loved the Corvette.
One of these days.
You never know. But it's a beautiful car. But I like what you were saying. We're going to go back to what you were saying. I like what you were saying about the dealerships, how dealerships work together.
They do, yeah, and it's community. It's a dealership community within a community kind of thing. We're all in it for the same reason. You know, everyone needs transport. Everyone needs to have their cars repaired and taken care of. And I think when a certain dealership takes care of a manufacturer, that's what they specialize in.
Yes.
Right? That's what they know about. You know. And it makes sense to go to those people. That's all they seem to work on, is those particular cars. And we hire local.
Yes.
You know, we all live local.
Well, no, tell them about the. You and I have talked about it because I've sent a couple of our clients to you. I believe I'm gonna say it, but I know you can expunge on it more. I had two clients that were looking for a job. They were husband and wife. They couldn't hire both because they can't hire the family.
Sure.
But they have you have where you can work and you teach.
Yeah, we have what's called a Golden Wrench program in the
Okay.
stores, and it's a pretty unique program, I think. We like to try and hire people who don't really have any experience. They may not have the aptitude to go to college or university, but they're really good with their hands and they want a career. So we'll take them on to begin with, and it starts at a regular paid wage. It's a written process. You go from being an apprentice in the shop. We will provide you tools after a few months that become yours after you graduate.
Wow.
We put you through the manufacturer schooling, and your wage increases as you learn.
As you learn.
Yeah, and then by the end of before 18 to 24 months, you can be a fully certified technician in either a mechanical technician or a body shop technician. We have positions in the service drive, like you can be a service advisor, and that's one of the things that we really love about the program. Is it's great to watch someone go through the program who had no idea where they were going before, and they grow, and then you get to see them buy their first car. You get to see them buy their first house.
Wow,
You know,
I'm getting goosebumps because
it
feels good.
Yeah, it's a really good thing, and I think that's what's important to us in the community, helping that way too.
I love that. When I heard about that, I was like, "Why?" So we're just going to throw that out. If you're looking for a job, and it's been hard, and you just don't know what to do, or you decided you don't want to go back to what you were doing, but you're like, you know what? I think I can do this. And this is male or female. We have broken the ceiling, people. We have a female vice president, so there's no more a ceiling. We have broken the ceiling. Go down to Dyer Chevrolet in Fort Pierce and say, listen, I heard about your program, and just have a conversation. You never know if it's your fit. But I know I'm going to put you on the spot, but I have to mention this. I had, Cliff, a young lady come into Care Bag one day, And I don't know, I can't remember if it was a Tuesday or Thursday, and she called me. We have a glass so I can see out the glass, and I happened to be in the office, and she said, my kids are in the car and I can't take them out. I said, no problem, we'll run out to the car, especially if a mother, she had 2 young children. And when I ran outside and I got to the car, they were there, and the little boy, there was an infant, I think she was less than a month old, and I think the baby was maybe 3, or he couldn't have been 4 years old, white as a sheet, freezing cold. That's when it was cold, where we were putting on jackets.
Florida wintertime.
Florida wintertime. Her back left side window was out. No window. I said, where's your plastic? She said, the complex I live, every time I put a plastic on, I come downstairs and the plastic's gone. But I had to come over here because I needed the diapers. And I'm looking at this infant, not even a month old, and the little boy is shivering. We gave him another blanket. Yeah. And I went to the window and I took some pictures, and immediately I thought of Johnathan, because he's cool like that. I have his number. And I text him, and I called him, and I said, I want to show you this. Can you help? And long story short, they didn't have the glass. They ordered the glass. They called the manufacturer. What they did what they did, but they got the glass, and they went to her home and they installed it.
Wow.
That is community. Can we have a clap?
Oh my!
We're gonna give Dyer Chevrolet and Johnathan a big clap, because that is something that is absolutely great. These are the type of local communities that we have in our area, and I want everyone to know that, because that makes it great. You make a call, you send a picture. Roxy, no problem, we got it. I didn't have to pick her up. I didn't have to take her down there. They went to the home. She called us crying. Every time she comes and she talks about her glass. Wow. The kids are growing. The kids are beautiful. But I will never.
Dyer Chevrolet did this for her?
Dyer Chevrolet did that for her. That's what I'm talking about.
Our studio audience, they respond to the applause like that.
Yeah, we're a little late, but we're just glad. And we want to take our hats off. And this is something that's not always publicized. Sometimes nobody wants everybody to know what they're doing. But because it's my mic and my show, I can say what I want to say. So we just want to say thank you, Johnathan, and to the Dyer family, the whole Dyer family, because that's what community is about. I've had the privilege of we had our baby contest, and I had the privilege of one of my judges were Mrs. Tatiana Dyer, and it was just it was during COVID. It was fun. You didn't have to come out your house. Everything was done by email. Just something fun. All of my judges loved it. Something that you can just do at home and get away from the mundane thinking of work and all of that. So
create a little fun for parents.
Well, the judges. I think the judges had the most fun. It was nice to just look at dozens and dozens of cute little babies. It was amazing. So they participate in so much, but I'll never forget that. I didn't have to make a call. I didn't have to call back. When you need something, people that are listening and you call and waiting for someone to call you. I made one call and it was yes. Get me the VIN number. Gave the VIN number. Tell her we're coming. Boom. That was it. And, we need to put our hats off. That's why on this show, Johnathan, we encourage anyone listening in the sound of our voice, especially here locally, to support local. Support local. It's important because they give back to the community, and we are so grateful for that. And every time we see her, the babies are going good. She still has the same car, but great. she's just so happy about that. And we want to let people know that it's just wonderful. We have baby Hunter. He was born at a little under 3 pounds. Now he's 6 pounds. We have our mothers. We see all these mothers coming in. Some will come without a car seat, and they'll leave with a car seat, because the safety is important. So we have a great community, and we want people to know that. So I'm very happy about that. And what else about your program you can tell us? About the golden wrench. I love that. I love that sound, the golden wrench.
The golden wrench.
Do you hand them golden wrenches when you're done? You do?
We do, yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I want a golden wrench now.
You also have a golden gear, too. A golden gear is in the parts department. So if someone wants to work on cars, but you love numbers and you love parts and moving parts from one place to another,
I miss a stick shift.
It would look good on a chain, like a bling.
I'm going to pass on that one. I'm going to pass on that one.
Golden gear, like a Rotary Club gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same type of a shape.
that has it that
Some-
you can
some of the
hang it
apps
down.
on some of the iPhones.
Mm-hmm.
Have the where you can go to your settings. It looks like a little.
Oh, the
gear.
gear, the settings gear.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is the thing. Let me tell you something. Jonathan, we have churches. We have so many churches that have supported CareBag. We've had car dealerships. We've had private individual businesses, real estate businesses. This is a community where I think every week what I try to do is talk local.
Yeah.
My job right now is to go out and see the local businesses that are doing you're just not a business. You can just be a business. But when you do something for a community, that allows you to come up and we can talk to you. Because when you're giving back, you don't know how many lives get impacted. And when we have people coming in, I'm sending them. I have so many places I can send them in the community where not only they get a job. Imagine you go through the Golden Wrench program. That's a career. That's not just a job now. Wow. That's a career. You're getting certified. You want a mechanic certified to work on your car. You don't want anybody.
The music industry offers gold records.
So you get a golden wrench. I love that.
A golden wrench, golden gear for aspirations in I guess master mechanics or whatever. Yeah. Wow.
But that's important. So not only does Dyer have the Dyer Difference Award, which is absolutely, I have been a recipient, and I'm going to make sure my application is up to par now.
Yeah, good.
Okay, because it's always slipped, because I know you can only put it in for a certain amount, and then you don't. This is my problem. I don't want to go and put it in again, and it's already in. Yeah. Then I look desperate. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm going to look desperate because I'm going to put it in again, Jonathan. Thank you.
And I just want to thank you. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to be able to help. Like you said, with the small thing for picking up the phone and calling me that one time, I appreciate that. I mean, that gave me the opportunity to do something very small.
Oh, it wasn't small
compared to what you do in the community.
But I can't do what I do without you.
So if everybody pulls together,
there you go.
Everybody does that one little thing.
It makes us a great community, and that's what we're trying to do. So I'm gonna deviate just a little bit, Cliff.
Okay.
We have to go on a break.
Let's see. Oh, we're a few minutes out yet.
Okay, so I just want to throw a gem to someone, and I want to let everybody. It's okay not to be okay. That's number one. And I want to talk. I had something that came to me, and I wanted to share it. Peace over drama, respect over disrespect. And the reason I'm saying this, and I'm going to repeat it again: peace over drama, and respect over disrespect.
Major Careology going on here right now.
That's it. Now, I was into a store. I'm not going to say the store because they're not a sponsor, so I'm not going to give them free advertising. I was in a store the other day, and I had a card. I was waiting for them to, when they say register 4, register 3 open, and I dropped something, and I jumped back to pick it up. But when I jumped back, I hit the cart behind me, Jonathan, and it hit the lady behind me, and she must have thought that she pushed the cart into me. But I jumped around and I said sorry, a little old lady, and I don't know if she was with her granddaughter or with her daughter. The woman was scared crapless. And I looked at her and I said, I'm so sorry. And she was looking, I didn't mean to hit you. I said, ma'am, I should have watched where I turned my big behind around before I slapped into you. And she laughed. And her daughter, whoever it was, said, she's so afraid. There's so much anxiety in her. Yeah. There's so much hatred going on that the little old lady was so afraid to leave her house. She doesn't leave without somebody going with her. Have we become a society where we are that pathetic now that you can bump into someone and you're going to curse them or you're going to act ignorant with them? This was an old lady. This could have been my mom, because I looked at her and it could have been my mom. Yeah. But I looked at her and I just wanted to make her smile. I just said, I should have watched where I turned this big behind around. I said, I slapped into the cart and it slapped you. And she just laughed. I said, I'm so sorry, ma'am. My apologies.
That was probably a laugh of relief, though.
It was. You can see it because the person behind that was with her. They mouthed to me, thank you. And I said, it's okay. I said, we're a society. I said, we're too wound up. Maybe we've been locked down too long. So I want to tell someone, if it's over you, when you're driving, people are being just, a man went and killed a man the other day in Fort Lauderdale because he saw the man go in his car to reach for something, and he was reaching for his phone, and he shot him dead. Everyone, peace over drama. Yeah. Respect over disrespect. Take a time to take a deep breath. The world, it's not worth to lose your life over getting pent up. Take 10 minutes and just count to 10. They always say that when you're angry, count to 10. By the time you get to 3, you're going to feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Life is too precious for it to be gone so quickly. And when that happened Monday. This happened yesterday. And I was telling my husband about it, and I said it's so sad that we've come to this point that if you bump into someone or you step on someone's toe, you don't know if they're going to pull a gun out and shoot you. What has happened in our society that has made us so wound up? The light turns green, and you're already blowing and getting angry. Where are you rushing to? That split second of wait could have saved your life somewhere down the road. People, take time. Peace over drama. Respect over disrespect. It's just that simple. Carry that with you for the rest of the week. You know, we're going to go to break and come back. Try it. You never know. We'll be right back with myself, Cliff, and Johnathan to give you some good Careology right after these messages from our wonderful, wonderful sponsors that we can't do this without them. There will be no show without them. So we'll be right back after these few messages. Thank you.
You're listening to Careology with Roxy from CareBag. We'll be right back.
How would you like to win a Lexus UX 200 with taxes paid? No car payment. That sounds terrific. Go to givecarebag.com. All proceeds go to help our local nonprofit CareBag Incorporated, where they provide access to proper hygiene to those in our community in need. We also have 2 additional prizes. Go to givecarebag.com to find out how you could win a beautiful 2021 Lexus UX 200. No lease, taxes paid. Drawing December 17th, 2021. If you could reimagine the way you buy a car, what would you do? Make it simple, make negotiations disappear, demand transparency, then experience amazing at your Treasure Coast Lexus dealer. Car Buying Simplified. Treasure Coast Lexus is a proud sponsor of Careology. Every Tuesday at 6:05 p.m., caring and supporting for our community. Car Buying Simplified. Check out your Treasure Coast Lexus dealer.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast.
We now return you to Careology, presented by CareBag, and hosted once again by your friend Roxy.
Thank you, Cliff. Welcome. And if you are driving, please be safe if it's raining. And if you just happen to turn your dial and you're tuning in with us, welcome to Careology. My name is Roxy, and I am the CEO of CareBag Incorporated, where our mission is really simple, just providing access to proper hygiene for our homeless and for our families in need. And yes, I'm going to say it again, we live in a county where we don't have a shelter where the homeless without homes can go to. So a lot of people, Cliff or Johnathan, might say, oh yeah, we have this, we have that. So let me tell you what a shelter is. A shelter is where anyone, male, female, could walk into to get out of the elements. What we have here on the Treasure Coast, you have to apply for. It is a transitional home, or it is a home for mothers and children, or it is a home for women that have been battered. We do not have a shelter that if me and my husband's house burned down to ashes and we had no friends, that is a place we can go.
You find a poor little dog or a kitten on the street somewhere, there's plenty of shelter for them.
Oh, listen,
We're talking about humans now.
Yes, we are. We have nothing. So, you know what, that's another conversation. And that's why I'm looking forward to our candidates coming on, because that is going to be a question I'm going to ask. Everyone says they don't want it in their backyard, but let me tell you something, people. Let something happen. There are a lot of people. God has blessed me that I have friends and I have family. So God forbid something happens, I know I have somewhere to go. There are many people who do not have family. There are many people who are seclusive and do not have friends. What happens to them? If my dog gets hurt right now, if my dog gets hurt right now, I have 1,000,001 places I can take him. anyone is going to take my pit bull in. Because he's a dog and he has 4 legs and a tail. Yeah. Maybe because he doesn't talk, they're going to want him, or he's cute and adorable.
And he wags his tail.
I don't know. And I love animals. Everyone's saying, oh, you're anti-animal shelter. Trust me, my dog probably gets treated better than some people get treated.
You're not anti-animal shelter.
No, I know, but because I always talk about it. I talk about we have over 20 plus shelters for animals.
Yeah.
Johnathan. And we have no place that a family in a car with children can go. And where they can go and they can get the help that they need, because nobody wants it in their backyard.
I think Careology is going to someday change that.
Well, you know what? We hope so. Hopefully, I don't care if it's me. Graceway Village is trying to build a transitional, but it's not a shelter, but it is a transition. Mm-hmm. At least that's more place we can have. I want that to happen for Graceway Village, because when that happens, now that will open the door for another conversation for us to have. So we want that to happen. Our nonprofits, we are not separate. We work together. A mother called me that went to Graceway Village today and said, they helped her with the clothes, they gave her food, but she needs Pampers. I said, okay, we can help you. So we work together. We support each other. But we also need to let people know it has to be in somebody else's backyard. Why not be in our backyard? That's all that I'm saying. But we're going to go back to Johnathan now with the Dyer difference, because when I get on my soapbox, people, that's what happens, because we need a place, As I remember that couple that came, I met them when I pulled my car through the drive-through. The guy came and said, your car wasn't that dried. I don't mind drying it off for you. Do you have $5? And I'm like, what do you need $5 for? He said, listen, we just want to get something to eat. I said, well, why don't I get you something to eat? My car didn't need drying. I don't want you to dry my car. And that started the conversation. And then when he came out, then the wife came out. And they're like, do you know anyone for a job? And there I go again calling Johnathan, because I learned about the program. But this is something that we have in our community, and it's real. And COVID that came made it even worse. So our numbers are up. And, I'm going to put it out there right now. CareBag is in need of small and medium depends. And we have children right now that have reverted back into bedwetting, that are 13, 14 years old. So we don't have pull-ups or for that age. So we have to put them in depends, which are small sizes. And also we have a lot of adults. We have a lot of adults who don't have family, or who might not have had children or friends, or even veterans that are going through something that they need that it's not covered through their insurance. So small and medium, we actually have 0.
Well, see, there's a lot of stress out there in being homeless.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And to not have these items kind of makes it worse.
It's not even homeless. These are children. These are people that are living, because remember, what they call it, SNAP, the government SNAP that they get is only for food. So it can't buy those essentials that you need for hygiene items. So those are items that were needed. So if anyone's listening and you would like to support us, just go to givecarebag.com. There are numbers there you can call. You want to have a conversation or make an appointment to stop at our office on Hancock Drive in Port St. Lucie. We'll be happy to show you our 1,000 square feet. It's a small tour.
Do you also know of places where they can go and get some food?
Well, yeah, there's many places they can go.
There's
Graceway Village. Graceway Village has hot meals. There are a lot of places they can get food. We don't do food.
Right.
We only do essential hygiene items. That's what we do.
But those essential items are important, too, because if you can't afford food, why bother to try to buy essential items,
Well, you know what? We're still going through a pandemic. We still have a virus going on.
Okay, yeah.
And hygiene and wellness are still proper. This is contagious. Whether you believe it or not, people are still dying. We're not going to get into that, but it's real. Before there was COVID, there was influenza. Mm-hmm. No one said that was fake or anything. Influenza was real, and everybody was worried about talking or touching this or touching that. Every year we have something, and proper hygiene and wellness is the best way to keep clean. It's just not wiping. You can wipe all day with sanitizers. You still need to take a bath. You still need to stay clean. And that's why a lot of children miss school. That's why a lot of people miss work. So, I hear stories all the time. And Roxy, I have an employee at work. Can you help us? They get a paycheck, but it's just to pay the bills. Some people are actually living just paycheck to paycheck, buying a bar of soap, buying deodorant. It's difficult for some. So we're happy we can do this, but in order for us to get our items, we need to buy them. Even though we buy them in bulk, that's something we need to do. So
folks could basically buy boxes or cases of items like these and
always
donate them to CareBag.
We'll take monetary or we take donations.
Oh, that's handy.
And
for
if
some
you give a
folks.
monetary donation, we give a receipt. And if you'd like to know how your money's spent, we let you know. Come by.
Yeah.
So we have volunteer hours. They're more than free to come by. So we do love that. So
also, if you can't make it out to Port St. Lucie or you're local to Indian River or Fort Pierce area, I know CareBag has an open invitation. You can drop items off at the store at any time.
Always, that's right.
And,
Dyer has been always. They did one
Awesome.
Christmas. Oh my goodness, we took truck after truck. I mean, people just drop donations. So if you can't make it to us, you can always stop at Dyer and you can drop it off there, and I will always get a call.
Christmas time always comes in handy for nonprofit organizations because, well, it's the last month of the year where they can make a tax-deductible donation for that year, and so they want to catch up with what they want to have in that little tax-deductible stash there for the businesses that can and the people that can reach out.
That's true.
Because there's a lot of money going out into charities. Look at Goodwill for just one. That's a big organization, and I think CareBag has the potential of getting real big like that someday, because I think it's the most fantastic concept that anybody's ever brought into a radio station, because the whole idea is you're helping people in a way that everybody else isn't. Everybody else is trying to help.
Well, you know what?
too.
The good thing about it is that's why I have so many nonprofits coming on this show, because we work hand in hand. It's
Yes.
not just one hand. We have to work one hand in hand. So when I have someone come in and they say, you know what, I'm feeling a certain way, we can say, okay, dial 211. CareBag is a part of 211. We have we have so many clinics out there. We have so many places you can go. You've seen the nonprofits we have coming on here. So when they come into one, we have a referral for the others. As I refer people out, other nonprofits refer people in. So that's the good thing about this community. We really support each other, and we love that. We work together. And I always say this, not everybody likes everything. Some people don't like animals. Some people don't like the homeless. Find something you do like. Give to someone, because it's going to help. If you don't like giving to needy people or children in need or people living under a tent, because I've been to the woods. They live in the grounds. They live on the tarps. If that's not what makes your heart flutter and say, oh my goodness, find something that does, because all the nonprofits here on the Treasure Coast are a worthy cause. Check them out. Make sure they're 501c3 and ask. You can always ask. Many people come up to our organization, well, what do you do? This is what we do, blah, blah, blah. So, ask your questions, find out, see who's involved in the community, and go from there. So, it's very important to do that. So, Mr. Johnathan?
You just blow me away all the time. And I'm just sitting here thinking, and I don't remember how you started Careology. I just not Careology, but CareBag.
CareBag started out when we started going into the woods. We started going out into the woods.
Talk
And
to people, see what they need, right?
we started going from Hub Sound. We started doing peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. We started doing peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. The church I belong to, Treasure Coast Church of God, right there in Savona, in Port St. Lucie, we'd get the bags ready from Saturday night. My pastor, our congregation, we'd come on Sunday. We'll hop in 3-4 cars, and we'll start from Sebastian all the way and go to Hub Sound. And we'll go into the woods. And then, but what happened going into the woods during one of the years when we had the bad flu, I ended up getting sick. And I ended up getting into the hospital, influenza, pneumonia, bronchitis. I was down for the count.
Before COVID came along.
This is before COVID. I was down for the count, very sick. And then one of my good friends from State Farm, Tanya Lowe, Tanya Lowe State Farm, came to me and said, have you ever heard of shower units? So when I did my research, We said, oh, mobile shower units. We looked at a few. We looked at a bus. We looked at a truck, a box truck. We looked at a trailer. And then all of a sudden I said, wait a minute. We get a bus. We get a box truck. If it breaks down, the trailer is not available. So then we did research and found a company in Illinois that makes mobile trailers, and we bought it. We got our first one, then we got our second one. So right now, one is sitting at Salvation Army in Fort Pierce, and I just got a call, and one of our other showers might be down in Martin County. I'm actually meeting the gentleman next week, Wednesday. They'd like our other shower unit down there. So that's how we got started. That's how I met Johnathan. After one of our showers at Graceway, I pulled up. I was in my husband's truck. I pulled up and I asked to speak to the general manager. He came out. And he was looking at it. We just cleaned it. Then he looked at the truck. He said, wow, that's a nice truck. I said, it's not mine. We need a truck. You have not because you ask not. And that is a story and relationship with me and Dyer. I told him about what we needed. I showed him what we had. I just didn't talk. I pulled it right up in front of blocked the cliff. I blocked the whole entranceway. And Johnathan was kind enough to come out. We had a conversation. And we've been best buds ever since.
Well, people have to see this.
They have to see it. It's hard for people to understand when you say mobile shower unit, a shower, a toilet on a sink, 2 running with hot water, AC. Some people can see it and some people can't envision it. That's why I always tell people it's sitting at the Salvation Army. If you ever go by there and you want to see it, it's there. They have the key. Go there. They'll be happy. They'll be more than happy to show you. So that's how we started. We're still continuing, and and that's it. But is there anything else you want to add? Because our time.
It's so cool that you had this dream and you went for it. I think anyone can really do that if you have that vision and that the gumption to do it, and you can make a difference in this world. And you're one of the people that make the difference. And I really appreciate you.
We want and we want to keep making the difference, but we need your support. So if you want to support us, go to givecarebag.com. We'll be so grateful because we do need support. We want to keep doing what we're doing, but I can't believe how fast time has gone, Cliff. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Well, in weeks and months, yes, but even in just an hour, 55-minute radio shows.
We've been doing this for 7 months now.
Unbelievable.
Wow. January 5th we started. Wow. We've been doing this for 7 months.
And every single show has such a different topic that's so important.
Yeah.
So I'm just plugging the archives on YouTube.
On YouTube. So this is it. We want to thank our main sponsor, which is Treasure Coast Lexus. We thank them for believing in what we're doing. And if you are out there and you're a business and you would like to support us, please give us a call. Our number is 772-222-7399. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor on the show, we'd love to have your support. And I want to thank Johnathan and the Dyer Difference and Dyer Chevrolet and the Dyer family.
Thank you.
We love you, and thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much that what you do for this community. This community couldn't be what it is without Dyer Chevrolet. And
no wonder they're so successful in what they're doing out there.
Well, when you see a successful business, they're paying it forward. That's it. But we're going to go. My name is Roxy. We only have a couple minutes left, but I just want to remind you, it's been on my heart, and I really want to remind you about this again. Peace over, make this be your gem for the rest of the week. Peace over drama, respect over disrespect. All of us are worth peace, and all of us are worth respect. It doesn't matter who you are, man, woman, boy, girl. It doesn't matter. Respect over disrespect and peace over drama. My name is Roxy, and this is Careology, and we are going to be back next week, and we're going to start having our 15 minutes with our candidates in Port St. Lucie for our special election. We have any more breaks we're going to?
No.
Okay, so they have me for the whole time.
You have a few extra moments.
All right.
Here at the end.
So guess what? I'm going to talk about the car. I'm going to talk about. I'm upset that I can't buy tickets, but it's okay. But I just want to let everyone know September 17th is coming around the corner, and that is I went over to Two Men in a Truck of the Treasure Coast, and I saw the TV sitting there, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
The TV is there, and you have a chance to win that beautiful TV come September 17th through the drawing. On radio, we have to say drawing.
Right.
So if you're interested in being a part of that, you can just go to givecarebag.com, and we have down to 6 levels that you can go ahead and get. And please remember that the taxes are paid.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The taxes are paid on
sales
this.
tax,
So
usually.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. Where do I buy these tickets?
Right here. givecarebag.com. There you go. You can actually scan it with your phone.
I'm going to scan it right now.
Go scan. Everyone, he's scanning it right now.
I'm scanning it right now.
Okay, he's
I
scanning
use those
it.
QR codes too, but I use them for different reasons.
For different reasons. Anytime when I go to Lowe's and I see something, I take it because I can talk. Lowe's is a good sponsor of ours. I just take my phone when I see something I want to purchase, scan it, and save it. So it's good. So the first level is 12 tickets for $25, which is good.
That's real good.
And then we have 900 tickets for $1,000. So the more tickets you have, and remember the drawing that we're having in September 17th, that ticket still is in for the main drawing that we have for December 17th. So this is, and it's not a lease. So I'm talking to a car man. So this is a big thing, and it's right there. So
the big thing usually, if there's a prize of a vehicle, it usually requires the sales tax at least.
Well, we had someone that was happy enough.
Taking care of that
we had someone that is happy enough that took care of the sale tax. So this will be a car that you just have to get. Now, if you want to upgrade it, that's you and another conversation. I have nothing to do with that. But as long as we meet our threshold on there, we would be happy and just going from there. So with all the other prizes combined that we've done, we've already given out the prize in June around Father's Day, which was the grill. The pictures are on there. They went to Lowe's, they put it together for them, and they picked it up, which was fabulous. So we have September's prize coming up, then December. And we're going to be doing it live at Treasure Coast Lexus in Fort Pierce at 2 p.m. So, and that is where we'll call the winner. I'm just going to, any family member of mine that has bought tickets, I will not be calling your name. I'm just putting it out there, Cliff.
If they want to get involved in a fundraiser where they could win a Lexus and help CareBag.
No immediate family.
No immediate family.
My
no radio
family,
station people.
No.
Which includes me. I can't do this either. But that's common in radio. We know we can't do it.
Yeah.
But we sure take a delight in being able to
pick a winner.
Pick a winner or hand over a prize to somebody.
Well, whoever wins this, if we meet our threshold and whoever wins it, I hope I can be the second person that you take a ride with, because I would love that. Yeah, I think
maybe me, because I just purchased my tickets.
Hey, high five!
He just did it just now on his cell phone. What did he go? He went to
givecarebag.com, and it takes you right. You click on it, and it takes you right there, and you can get in there, and you can see if you could win the car. That's what we're talking. You can't win it. If you ain't in it. I like that. You can't win it if you ain't in it. So I just want to thank everyone for listening. Those that have been following us. And I want to give a special hello to my girl Mandy. And we had Joe that won the tickets last week? The ticket, was it John or Joe?
It was John.
John, if you're listening, hi. I hope you called in for your tickets with the Mets, St. Lucie Mets.
He called Swap Shop looking for Casey.
Okay,
earlier in the week, but I think we gave her his number.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and we'll go ahead that he can get them. If there's any problem, you give us a call and we'll get you riding with her. Because we had the Mets, St. Lucie Mets on last week, so that was a great show. Yeah. So everyone, thank you so much. Thank you to Carol and Greg at WPSL for having us. CareBag is on for the rest of the year. Our contract has been renewed, so we're happy with that. Thank you, Cliff, for making me sound like $1 million. Johnathan, thank you.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
It was my pleasure to have you.
It's okay to be $1 million if you're going to run CareBag.
Oh,
you can sure use it.
From your lips to God's ear.
Any entrepreneurs out there that want to get involved with something fantastic, CareBag and Careology is wonderful.
Well, thank you for listening. My name is Roxy. Thank you for listening to Careology, and we're going to do this all over again next week, Tuesday at 6:05. Be safe on the road if you're still driving, and if you're home relaxing, have a wonderful evening. This is Roxy. God bless, and have a good night.
And you're listening to WPSL, Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast, talking about things on the Treasure Coast like Careology. And the time right now is 7 o'clock.